So if we are in a vichinna state of klesha, then that's how it is. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not there. So at least be happy that sometimes at least we are able to create the aklishta vritti out of the klishta vritti. Yeah. At other times, we have to become aware that yes, so this much more work is needed. So at least you know what acknowledgement to do. And choice statement, you always know that this is the sattva we have to move into.
Actually, even though I found that even those statements are so useful,
even though is the crux
show you the deepest you. I think so very important.
I have sometimes found myself making, when I'm doing the even those statements, things that were not really clear to me as to what was wrong. While making one or two statements, the third statement speaks the truth.
Yes. I know it gives you awareness that how your behavior is also affecting the other person.
Absolutely.
वो भी आता है
our
मेरे
own
को.
environment, no?
Yeah, rather, yeah, whole environment.
The other person's reaction or behavior is our environment. And we are the ones who are creating it. I must have shared this with you all earlier. There was this one lady, a friend of mine with whom I was working. And the issue that she wanted to work upon was a feeling of rejection with respect to her mother. Her mother, she felt, has always kind of rejected her. She was an unwanted child. You know, that feeling she carried all her life. And though she's very respectful and very matured in her behavior and all that, she would call her parents and they would stay with her. She would serve them, all that also, everything, all very well. Even she would go check on them, visit them also. But that negativity and that distance always remained. And when we did this work, and all the acknowledgement that she did, that she does this to me and she says that to me and she never appreciates me, all that acknowledgement done. And obviously, I could not have made her choose just the opposite because that didn't seem real to her. So we did more in between, midway kind of choices, and a lot of forgiving and a lot of prayer and for my highest good and all those kind of stuff. Okay. And of course, did make a choice that she has a good relationship. Finally, it was coming to that. You know, when that much of quietening happened, then she was choosing things like to have amicable relationship. Okay, may not be happy and good, etc. You know, because your mind doesn't accept that from this end it will go to that end. Your mind is again telling you, no, that's how it is and that's how it will be. Okay. Rigidity also our mind gets stuck into. So, in this process, she had to visit her mother's town for something, and therefore she went to visit them also at home. And she is saying, for the first time in my life, my mother was so welcoming, so warm, and so appreciative of me that, kind of tears rolled down my eyes. That, is this possible? Is this true? Kind of. And nearly unbelievable. But she said, but I enjoyed it and thoroughly loved the whole thing. And when she came back and shared this with me, so I said, all the work that we've done, did we ever make any choices or say anything to change your mother? We did all the work to change yourself only, no? Because before we started that, and in a friendly conversation, I had passed a remark. Menka, it is you who are attracting this behavior of hers. And obviously, she wasn't willing to take that. So, any case, in the sessions, I never brought that up. So, when she shared this, I told her, Menka, if the change in you has brought about her behavior towards you to change, what does it prove to you about her earlier behavior? If you could bring about a good behavior from her, attract good behavior from her, you also were responsible and still are responsible in case she behaves badly with you. And you may not be able to see the direct connection, but by inference, does it not logically, because she's very intelligent, that for sure, you know. And this, she said, hey, you're really making me think. It actually hit the nail on the head that day because it was so distinct and so clear. And that helped her in her professional relationship also later on, because she realized that how she thinks negatively about some of her staff, being a principal of school, and that staff proves her right. So, Menka, you need to do the VCT on yourself. Okay, you may think, नहीं, लेकिन वो डोडो ही है कि डोडो है तो लेकिन डोडो का तो काम करे ना. So expect only that much. I'm sure the person will surprise you by doing more than being a dodo. So how we create our own environment. It's not about you having to influence others. No. You have only influence upon yourself. And we talk of aura. That is your aura.
But nowadays they use the word vibes now.
Vibes. We have our own vibes.
I use करते हैं.
Yes, that's the vibe. Wow, excellent. So, shall we go to the next thing on Aparigraha? I have posted it here in the group only, so I opened this itself. It reads, greed arises out of selfishness. When you are hoarding something, you are taking away the right of someone else to use it also. One has to be sensitive to the right to live of others. Only short-sightedness, in which you see only me and mine, or sometimes just I and me, that makes one accumulate. Greed arises out of selfishness. When you are hoarding something, you are taking away the right of someone else to use it also. Of course, this is talking about commodities and material things, right? When you're taking away more than needed for yourself, somebody is not getting what they need also. Yes, that is true of all physical things, definitely. One has to be sensitive. And for a yoga student, with this knowledge, the yoga student has to be sensitive to the right to live of others also. Yes, without having sensitivity for others, not just yoga students, it's not being human. Being human is to be sensitive to others, because Homo sapiens that we are supposed to be people of aggregate. We live in community. We have a society. We cannot exist by ourselves. Even the sadhu, sannyasis, etc. need the society. Yes, people who have been, the other day I was listening to one interview of one Swamiji on the YouTube, who last came out of his cave 12 years ago. for the previous Kumbh. And now he has again come back to Kumbh. Coming to Kumbh is about being with the society. Yes, even they need that society, though if it is once in 12 years. Yes. And here they also need people to come to them, to listen to them, to talk to other sadhus. Yes. And share their vibes. We are human beings. And sensitivity towards others. Now, what are they doing tapasya for so long? Why are they working so hard? For 12 years, if you're living in a gufa, obviously there is no food, water, etc. happening. So you have built up that kind of power and strength that you can survive. He also explained that he gets this one leaf, particular leaf, he said where it is available and something. And he eats that one leaf in 6 months. And that takes care of his need for food and water, etc. for next 6 months. Not 6 months, sorry, 6 years, not even 6 months. So in those 12 years, only once he has eaten that one leaf. That is his consumption. So giving all the time to this tapasya. And for what? So that there is peace on earth. Now imagine that kind of sensitivity towards others. And only humans are capable of this. Yes. So one has to be sensitive to the right to live of others. Selfishness and right to live for others. We have to combat this selfishness with right to live of others. And really speaking, only short-sightedness, in which you see only me, mine, and I, is what can make us accumulate. So whenever we are accumulating anything, we are doing it out of short-sightedness. Short-sightedness means we are not able to see beyond a point. What are we doing? We are दिन में 4 टाइम खाना है, तो उसके अलावा भी 2 टाइम बीच में मंच भी करना है. होल डे गोज इन कि अरे बाद में भूख लगाएगी तो पहले ही खा लो. Yes, this is short-sightedness. If we can understand what doctor used to call otherworldliness, if we can understand that nature is there to take care of us, we simply have to perform our duty. So just to do your duty and forget about आगे क्या होगा. You have been given the job of planning your life. You plan. Okay. And you do whatever the best possible for you to do according to your knowledge, skill, and resources. That is your duty. Because without action, you cannot live and cannot survive. So just do that, irrespective of getting into judgmental of right and wrong, etc. But clarity on one's duty, one's role at a given time, one's ability, one's knowledge and skill and resources at any given time is very, very important. So when that happens, we will be able to refrain from accumulating. Abhi now, when you read this, if there is a guilt feeling, yo, but I have accumulated this. So have I been selfish? Have been selfish, usko to use karenge hum. If there is something that is really, really causing a problem, we will work at that with VCT. But what we need to at least do is now on, if we are getting into accumulating anything, can we allow ourselves to say that I am holding this how am I being selfish in this case? We don't understand, we don't accept it that we are being selfish. Yes? We do not accept it that we are being selfish. So if we can begin to at least consider, so what I would suggest is, let us ask ourselves next time when we indulge into any kind of hoarding, or we get thought about hoarding something, ask that thought. Is it a selfish thought? How am I being selfish in this case? Am I being selfish? So if you ask these kind of questions, reflective questions, and that could be even done as an even though statement. So if you can ask those questions in the acknowledgement, you will find that you can get the answer while by the time you are doing your choice statements. So just ask those questions. Even though I don't know, but is this being selfish? I don't know how is this being selfish. Like that.
Ask me.
So, is this post clear? Let's see what is there in the VCT for it. Okay. Before we go on to this VCT, I thought Srishti will have a question, because you shared that there is no hoarding in the material terms, but there is hoarding in terms of thoughts and beliefs and whatever else at the mental level. So you think this applies to that also? Or there is a question, then you ask.
As such, I have no question.
Hmm. You were saying something, Pushpa, but you were on mute.
As such, I think all this is talking about common resources for all. And there, when I am greedy, out of selfishness, and I have this short-sightedness to add to the whole problem. And
So
mind.
you need to tap
That,
on selfishness, short-sightedness,
yeah. So that you are not able to
sensitivity to others. So many
Yeah.
things are there.
Yeah.
Layers and layers of it to work upon.
So I think
Okay, let's see.
earlier one was showing how you hold your emotion, your negative feelings and other things. But इधर ज़्यादातर resources पर आ जाते हैं.
Yeah,
Okay, so
talking
let's
about
see.
resources, yeah, and a lot of energy is wasted, I would, in my case or my experience, that when you are thinking too much and holding a lot of thoughts and feelings of the past, you are just not making good use of that energy.
Yes,
You're thinking only about yourself.
your existence, your being, your life as a human is meant to
Yeah.
serve.
Right.
Yes, is meant to help others. Instead, you are making use of that life by holding it and keeping it only to yourself in being negative
Right.
and all that. So
Right.
you are not being sensitive to others.
Correct.
Yes, we are born with certain, situation in a role as a daughter, as a sister, and so many other roles that we have in society, in the personal field, in the professional field, in interaction with the world. There are so many roles that we have to play. And if we have restricted ourselves, and instead of playing those so many roles, we are only wasting all the energy that we're given for all so many roles into being negative. Isn't that being selfish?
Correct. Ma'am, but when this was not known,
So forget
this,
about then.
yeah,
But now,
yeah. Now, yeah, I
having to
agree. But
know,
there
we
are
have to start
times,
changing. See, always remember, you have to work on what is the uppermost.
yeah, yeah,
है ना?
yeah,
ऊपर uppermost के ऊपर यदि काम किया, यानी अभी का थोड़ा सा हमने चेंज कर पाए कि अभी यदि मैं ऐसा कर रही हूं तो उसके ऊपर एटलीस्ट वीसीटी करके उसको कम करो, ठीक है? तो करंट के
yeah.
ऊपर तो करना ही करना है. जब थोड़ा repeatedly we are able to prevent the current from being selfish, then if there is anything of the past that is bothering you, then you sit down to do VCT on whatever is the uppermost of the past that is coming to you. Because if you don't work on that, that is going to impose itself on the current. क्योंकि वो यदि ज्यादा पावरफुल है तो तुमने अभी जो थोड़ा सा काम किया है वो पुराना वाला इसके ऊपर हावी हो जाएगा, बोलेगा क्या बकवास करती है, मैं ही बराबर हूँ.
Hmm.
क्यों?
Yeah,
तो हमने बड़ा डेमन बना रखा है. We have all this while given it all the importance.
right.
So it is not able to take it. एक जन को जिसको एक बार बहुत सारी इज्जत मिली भी हो और उसकी बदल उसको थोड़ा नीचा कर दिया जाए, दूसरा कोई और महान बन रहा है, तो तकलीफ तो होती है ना.
हाँ,
So these are two thoughts of ours that have a fight among them.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
तो कहते हैं ना, एक संत है और एक राक्षस है, वो हमारे अंदर ही है. देव और
बिल्कुल.
दानव दोनों हमारे अंदर ही है. तो दानव को हमने बड़ा बना रखा है यदि, लेकिन क्योंकि तभी हमको लगा था ये देव है ना?
हाँ,
तो उसको जब हमको समझ में आ जाता है कि अब ये दानव है और हम देव को ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंस देते, तो उसको कैसे सहन होगा? तो वो देव को मारने की कोशिश करेगा ही ना.
हम्म,
तो इसलिए पहले तो उस देव को बलवान बनाओ और उससे बचाओ. Yes, there may be times where you cannot do anything about it and allow the wave, sometimes a little damage may be done. But at the same time, you have to continue to work at strengthening it. When you find
yeah,
it has become strong enough, इससे भी एक आधा थप्पड़ उसको दिलवाओ. दानव को एक आधी थप्पड़ जब देव से भी पड़ने लगेगी, तब उसको समझ में आएगा इट हैज टू विथड्रॉ. तब वो क्लेश जो है थोड़ा शांत होने लगेगा. और ये जो अक्लिष्ट है वो ज्यादा ऑफन सामने आएगा. So this struggle is what will go on inside us. And that is what we are born as humans for. Don't you think so?
This
yes, ma'am.
post, this post looks like a lot of Gita thought. बहुत ज्यादा.
Everything.
Loaded
Gita
with
action
Gita.
है ही ना. And yoga
I
is all about taking action.
know.
It has to be nothing. Everything will get finally connected there.
Mm.
Okay, let me see what is it that I have written in EFT. Even though when I'm holding, you can say, okay, holding this, for the time being, we'll use this, okay? And whatever is this, you know in your mind. You can name one thing in your mind. Even though when I'm holding this, I don't realize that I am taking away someone else's right to use it. Still, I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. Spacing to ऐसा हो गया. Even though I'm not attentive to the right to live of others. क्योंकि ये थॉट अपने आप से आता नहीं है ना, हमेशा तो नहीं आता है. और खास करके अपने को जो चीज होती है जिसकी हमको लालसा होती है, उसके लिए तो बिल्कुल नहीं आता है, क्योंकि our greed becomes bigger, stronger. I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. even though I'm being short-sighted and busy with only me and mine, I deeply and completely love, forgive and accept myself. असल में अभी ये पोस्ट ठीक से पढ़ा तो मेरे को लगता है एक और even though statement आना चाहिए, wherein if you see what founder has said, Dr. Jaydev has said, only short-sightedness in which you see only me and mine, or sometimes just I and me. Do you see how he's making difference? One is thought of me and mine.
I didn't get
Another
that.
is I and me. Not even mine. We get so selfish. Just I and me. So I should have made one more even though statement. Still, I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. On the points, I'm holding this. Inattentive, taking away someone else's right, being short-sighted, busy with me and mine. Then I choose to be sensitive to my abilities to use this. And I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. Oh God, 10 minutes में हो जाएगा अपना. I choose to be attentive to the rights of others' need, and I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. I choose to be free from habit of hoarding, free from thoughtlessly accumulating things, and I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. I choose to be free from me and mine attitude, and I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. On the points, be sensitive to my ability to use this, be attentive to the rights of others, free from habit of hoarding, free from thoughtlessly accumulating things, and free from me and mine attitude. You want to add or say or do anything about it?
No, ma'am.
Good.
About even though I am not, if you write like that, even though I am not thinking of
Even
the
though
right of
not बोल
others,
सकते हैं. Even though के अंदर तो जितना not बोलना है बोलो.
बोलो अच्छा ठीक है चलेगा.
Choose में नहीं बोलना. Choose negative language में नहीं करना. ठीक है ना? All the nots, put them in even though. Fine. Let's quickly do this. Even though I'm holding this. Are you doing? Acha, doing on your own?
You want me to repeat?
Yeah, that's how we always do, no?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. Nor can I hear Pushpa.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Even though I'm holding this.
Even though I'm holding this.
I deeply, I don't realize that I'm taking away someone else's right to use it.
I do not realize that I'm taking away the right of somebody else to use it.
Still, I deeply and completely
Very deeply and completely.
love,
Love,
forgive,
forgive,
and accept myself.
and
and
accept
accept myself.
Even though
Even though
I'm not attentive to the right to live of others.
I'm not attentive to the right to live of others.
I deeply and completely
I deeply and completely
love,
love,
forgive,
forgive,
and accept myself.
and accept myself.
Even though
Even though
I'm being short-sighted
I'm being short-sighted
and busy with only me and mine.
and busy with only me and mine.
I deeply and completely
deeply and completely
Deeply and completely
love,
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 forgive,
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 and accept myself.
and
and
accept.
accept myself.
On the points, I'm holding this.
I'm holding this
Holding this
I end point, inattentive.
inattentive.
inattentive,
Below the eyes, taking away someone else's right.
Taking away somebody else's
what
right.
is right.
Below the nose, being short-sighted.
Being
Being
short-sighted.
short-sighted,
Chin groove, busy with me and mine.
Busy
busy
with
with me
mine.
and mine.
Below the collarbone, I'm holding this.
I'm holding this
Below the armpit, inattentive.
inattentive.
inattentive,
On the lower ribs, taking away someone else's right.
taking away somebody else's right.
Thumbnail, being short-sighted.
Being
Being
short.
short-sighted,
Forefinger, busy with me and mine.
Busy with me
busy
and
with me and mine.
Middle finger, I don't realize that I'm taking away someone else's right.
I
realize
don't
I'm taking
realize
away
that
somebody
I'm
else.
taking away somebody else's right.
Little finger, busy with I and me.
Busy
Busy
with I
with
and
I
me.
and me.
Karate chop. Still, I deeply and completely
Still, I deeply and
Still,
completely
deeply and completely
love,
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 forgive,
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 and accept myself.
and
and
accept.
accept myself.
I choose to
I choose to
be sensitive to my ability to use
be
this.
sensitive
To my ability,
to my ability to use this.
And I deeply and completely
and
And
I
I
deeply
deeply
and
and
completely
love,
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 forgive,
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 and accept myself.
and accept myself.
I choose to be attentive
I choose to be attentive
attentive
to the rights of others' needs.
to the rights
to
of
the
others,
right of others' needs.
And I deeply and completely
and I
And
deeply
I
and
deeply and completely
love,
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 forgive,
forgive,
and accept myself.
and accept myself.
and accept myself.
I choose to be
I
I
choose to
choose to be
free from habit of hoarding,
be
free
from habit
from
of
the habit of hoarding,
free from thoughtlessly accumulating things.
free from
free
thoughtlessly
from
accumulating
the
things.
accumulating things.
And I deeply and completely
And I deeply and
Yeah.
completely
love,
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 forgive,
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 and accept myself.
and accept myself.
I choose to be
I
I
choose
choose
to
to
be
free from me and mine attitude.
free from
free
me
from
and mine
me
attitude.
And I deeply and completely
And
and
I
I
deeply
deeply
and
and completely
love,
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 forgive,
forgive,
forgive.
and accept myself.
and accept myself.
The points, be sensitive to my ability to use this.
Be
Be
sensitive to
sensitive
my
to
ability to use
the
this.
ability to use
I end
this.
point, be attentive to the rights of others.
Be attentive to the right of others.
Below the eyes, free from habit of hoarding.
Free from the habit of hoarding.
Below the nose, free from thoughtlessly accumulating things.
Free from thoughtlessly accumulating things.
Chin groove, free from me and mine attitude.
Free and me
From
and
me
mine
and
attitude.
mine.
Below the collarbone, let go thinking of me and I.
Let go thinking of me and I.
Below the armpits, be sensitive to my ability to use this.
Be sensitive to the ability to do this.
On the lower ribs, be attentive to the rights of others.
Be attentive to the rights of others.
Thumbnail, free from habit of hoarding.
Free from habit of hoarding.
Forefinger, free from thoughtlessly accumulating things.
Free from thoughtlessly accumulating things.
Middle finger, free from me and mine attitude.
Free from me and mine attitude.
Little finger. Let go thinking of me and I.
Let
Let
go
go
thinking of
thinking
me
of
and I.
me
Karate chop. And I deeply and completely.
And I deeply
and I
and
deeply and
completely
completely
Love,
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 forgive,
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 and accept myself.
and accept myself.
Massage the tender spot on the shoulder as you take a deep breath in. Gently press and hold the point as you breathe out long from the mouth. Okay, so
A
meeting
lot of
will get over in a
planning.
few seconds.
Yeah, okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
But it was very nice to discuss the whole thing in the class and to do the VCT also.
Yeah, yeah.
Post the next one on Aparigraha. See if you all do it
Yeah.
and can share whatever. But this was really enjoyable. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Suchi.